In this video lesson, I'm going to take you through a funk bass line. Hi, I'm Dan from onlinebasscourses.com, and if you want to learn how to play other bass lines in different styles and how to use theory and some gear reviews, all that kind of stuff, then make sure you subscribe by clicking the button below. This video is part of a little series I'm doing on different styles of bass lines and how you can get lots of really important musical ideas from that. So today is funk, and I love funk bass lines. I mean, I was going to say who doesn't. I'm sure there's someone who doesn't, but they're really, really great for bass players. The real main thing here is groove. That is probably the most important thing that you can possess as a bass player, is brilliant groove, amazing time, playing with brilliant feel. And that is where funk comes in, I think. And then couple that with all the different techniques that you can use within it, hammer-ons, pull-offs, ghost notes, all that kind of fun stuff. It's a brilliant style of music. So I'm just going to press play here. You'll hear a drum beat which you can download to practice to. This is 111 beats per minute if you want to use your metronome. I'll play it and then I'll show you how to play the bass line, and then a little later I'll show you some cool things you can do. So one thing about funk is that the note length is really important. So that first bit, we're going open string E and then using first finger to third or little finger, D to E on the 5th to 7th fret, A string. And even that open E. I'm just muting those notes, the E string, quite quickly after playing it, just to keep that note really punchy. So you're just staying around this area of the bass. You've got that little semi-quaver at the end. Now, you should be tapping your foot, and there are 16th notes. We call them semi-quavers in the UK. 16th notes are going on there. So when you're tapping your foot, which you should do all the time, in your head, just have this kind of just have 16th notes absolutely locked. Often you'll hear it on the hi-hats of the drums, so you need to get locked into that. And a 16th note at the end of the bar like you have here, they're quite tricky to really nail that, but that's your job. So that bit is, it's 2 E's again, and then fret 5, 7 of the A string to 5 on the D string. Then you got that hammer on, just from 5 to 7 on the A string. And what are we doing here? Again, I use my little finger or third finger interchangeably there. It's up to you really. You should be able to hammer on though with your little finger, which traditionally for a lot of people is the weakest finger. So it's good practice for that. Then we got that ghost note, which is really cool, that bit. So we start off open string E and then 5 to 7 again of the A string. Now, we need to go to the 3rd fret, and at this point we're at the 7th fret. Well, the first finger's at the 5th fret, so there's a little hand shift required here. So, once you've played the E on the 7th fret, on the way shifting down to that 1st fret, it's the first finger you're looking for that G, you can just have your hand, all your fingers of your fretting hand just laying across all the strings, so you get that ghost note. You can play it anywhere as long as you get that. Provides this really great movement into that note. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to press play, and I'm going to embellish a little bit and play some fills, and I'll show you how you can do that too. So a common scale or mode that's used in funk music is the Dorian mode, which is the second mode for a major scale. So the key we're in is E Dorian, and I was using a lot of minor pentatonic and blues scale in that. So what was I doing there? So you've got, I'll take you through that scale and some of the pattern I was doing for that one. So open E string and then 3, 5, 7 of the E string, and then 5, 7 on the A string, 5, 7 on the D string. You go one fret up from that to the 8th fret, you got that blues note. You can do slides, hammer on, and ghost notes. All those techniques sound amazing in funk. And that was where I was using a Dorian note there. So this is the Dorian scale. You can use the word scale interchangeably with modes, by the way. What I'm doing here is I'm going 7th fret to 9th fret, finger 2 and 4 on the A string, E, F sharp. Then I'm stretching to the 5th fret with my first finger of the D string. So that's G. I'm going G, A, B, 5th, 7th, 9th fret. And then moving to the G string, first finger on the 6th fret, C sharp, and then fret 7 to 9 with fingers 2 and 4. That's your Dorian mode. I should say that's one pattern of it. There are loads of patterns. But just if my fingers are around here, you've got the notes, you've got the techniques, the articulations, the hammer on, the ghost notes, all that kind of stuff. And then you've got the attitude with which you need to play. So a band I've really gotten to recently is Slave. A guy called Mark Adams played for them, and you listen to the first album. He was 16 years old when he played it, which is incredible. Listen to that album, and there's just a raw edge and an attitude that he's playing with, and a lot of funk players have that. So with this series, I want you to get something out of what different styles of music offer you. And funk, there's a lot, and most of it is groove, but there's technique going on there as well. I just really love it. It's also, you know, really cool hooked lines that just carry on, really. But that's what I would recommend you would do, is to download the drum beat, or at least play to a metronome, and just get this sounding as in the groove and in the pocket as you can before you add fills and all those cool stuff. But I just wanted to show you that those are the notes that you can use, some of the techniques that you can use to make it sound even better. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and don't forget to subscribe for the other videos in this series that are going to come out, and check out the channel. There's loads of other stuff on bass lines and how to use music theory, groove, fretboard knowledge, reading, all that kind of stuff. If you've got any questions at all, get in touch, let me know. Other than that, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.